So I was riding past here on the lawnmower and I just noticed this oak tree here. And it's in the middle of all this shrubs. There's actually one other oak that's in there as well, but the rest of it is just shrubs and weed trees. So I am going to clear this area out. It doesn't look like there's too many logs or anything underneath in there. I'm going to clear it out the way I've been clearing it out, which is just plow through it with the lawnmower. It's the easiest and fastest way. I'll probably have to go back with the weed whip and the metal blade weed whip and clean it up a little better. But I've been noticing that there's a lot of areas where there's trees that are trying to grow, but there's so much around them that they're not getting all the nutrients out of the soil. They're not getting the sun they need. They're not getting the stuff they need because there's either big, tall, dead trees next to them or, or like this, there's just all the shrubs there that are occupying or pulling all the nutrients out of the soil. So I started looking around at stuff that I'm going to do to clean up the forest basically and make it healthier. And it's going to start today with making this oak tree have enough space so it can properly grow. fairly sure John Deere didn't plan for people to do that. Pretty sure, but maybe they did, because it works really well. Other than, that's a 52 inch, it's really wide, so you get in some of that stuff, it gets hard to get out. I may have wrecked that one because I drove kind of over it, that smaller one, but it's too close to this one here anyway, that hopefully that one can grow really nice. And you can see that now this tree has space around it. There's space around it. There's nothing there anymore that's going to get in the way of this tree growing up, and not, it'll be able to get all the nutrients from the soil around here. I'm gonna have to come back with the weed whip and clean up around it a little better. That one was too close to the tree. It didn't come out when I mowed past it. But it's clear on this side. It's clear for the most part on that side. There's just that dead log there and a couple smaller things over there. The smaller oak right on the end there, that I'll let that go till see what it does. And then I'll have to clean in through here, back here. There's too many things on the ground that it's hard to get the lawnmower all the way in. Normally I can just drive right through and drive right in and out and it's fine. But the ground was a little too uneven. But that's an easy way to clear land. Clear the shrub type stuff. I've used the metal bladed weed whip. That works really well. Well, the lawnmower's way easier because you're just sitting there, you plow through. And typically you can drive straight through and go out the other side, but I can't do that here. I got to go in and back out and in and back out. And it made it a little awkward to do it. But that tree is in a better position now because it's got more space around it to grow. It'll grow faster, it'll grow healthier if it's got room around it to grow. The next biggest tree is this nice oak right here. And there's a good, 15 feet between the two there. There's another oak back behind there, right there. Had to get my hand in the right spot. That one's growing a little, like it started to get the sun here, then started to get the sun here, and it's kind of doing the wave. So that one might have to go. If this one starts doing really well, that one might have to go. This one's established, it's a good one. There's another one back in here that you can see I'm pointing at it. That's another oak that's growing back in here. And again, just clearing all this shrub from around it will make it a million times better. I will get the weed whip, I'll clear it out, and I'll do that later. It's starting to get super hot today, and working in just long sleeves and stuff, it gets really hot, but I don't like doing this stuff without long sleeves on because there's poison ivy everywhere and you can cut yourself up on pretty much everything here. So if you like this kind of stuff, hit that like button, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you on the next one.